Hi, Mare. This is me, Wendy Cakes. I'm going to read an introduction as you see the screensaver on my TV from the Firestick. If you're like me, understanding how some technology works makes it much easier and quicker to use. So here goes. For years now, I'm holding this up in the air, so if it starts to move around, I have no tripod for a cell phone, so I'm kind of stuck with this. Anyway, for years now, there have been people, geeks, who felt that after that Scandinavian kid in the 90s created a method, Napster, of sharing his CD music by crunching files into a form called MP3, a format he created that could quickly fly through the dial-up internet speeds we all had then. And in addition, it peeled off the copy protection. He could list what he had on his hard drive, in short, a server, and release his IP address, his modem's address in the World Wide Web, to the World Wide Web, so anybody could share his music. A lot of technology started to focus on what else we could share. One caveat, they had to do the same. These other people who did borrow or share their IPs and their MP3 list, of all their music on CDs that they put onto their hard drives. Yeah, I'm using a script. Anyway, when he left the list and people could take what they wanted, he was known as a seeder, S-E-E-D-E-R. They were called leeches because they took things from him. It all fell apart when lawyers and government people decided this was a crime. In essence, his selling for free the copywritten work of a variety of musical artists, well, without any cent going to the royalties, that's what got him in trouble, and that's what kind of stymied this way of sharing things through the World Wide Web. Flash forward a decade or so, people with bizarre names created programs which protect the IP addresses, internet services, markers for our services, our home addresses, our names, everything that we have or had given to the people who give us internet service. They did it by rerouting our IP addresses through other IP addresses in other places and in other countries. So there's no way to find out who we are. There's no way to track us down, to look at what we've downloaded or uploaded. We're anonymous. These are called VPNs, virtual private networks. No one can find you. No one can find your address, your computer, your service provider, nothing. You're a ghost. For example, sometimes I'm on a service in Paraguay. And as you know, I've never been to Paraguay. Anyway, now with a recently lost net neutrality, thanks to the wonderful FCC, the internet service providers or cable companies and so on can play with the prices of our services, speeding down, and they can play with the speed of our downloads, our uploads, how we stream, what we stream, all for whatever prices that they choose to charge. And if they personally don't care for, say, the material HBO broadcasts, even though we're paying for it, they can block us from seeing the shows. From this, a group of coders, and I'll call them rebels, came up with a code to create add-ons to a simple little media player called Kodi, K-O-D-I. It's available free from the Google Play Store. It works with Android devices, just like this Amazon Firestick, PCs, MacBooks, you name it. They can all use this media player called Kodi. You can download Kodi for free, which of course made everybody really happy. And then if someone savvy enough downloads the add-ons created by these geeks, you can see movies, TV for free. At first, each add-on had to be done one at a time. Then the guys who wrote the code put together several of them under an umbrella and gave that umbrella a name. It would be a build. And each build had a different nickname. Thus, you could have a build such as the one I'm putting on your stick, Mach, M-A-C-H, 1, light, because the stick doesn't have a great deal of internal storage. And all the latest add-ons for movies, for TV shows, live and on demand, anywhere in the world. Box collections of TV shows, series that, finished and went off the air, and collections of movies like Harry Potter movies or the Lord of the Ring movies, that sort of thing. And even music, iTunes music, can all be made available. Let's begin by attaching the Fire Stick and then navigating to this fabulous tool. First, insert the Fire Stick into an empty HDMI port on your TV. Hopefully it's an HD TV. On the stick side, there's a little port that is its USB micro port. There's a cable that comes with the stick in its box that goes there. And the cable's other side has a full-size USB end that goes into a plug that also comes with the stick. And you need to plug that into a power strip, or into a wall outlet that's really close to the TV itself. Finally, now that you're plugged in, you'll see information come up on the screen from Amazon. You'll sign into your account as you gave it to me, if it asks for that. Otherwise, we'll just start controlling by the Fire Stick's remote to control the navigation in the Fire Stick's software. One comment that I missed. When you plug everything in and turn your TV on, you may be from your TV's remote. Whoops, now you see all the stuff piled up in our living room. You may need to use your TV's remote, not the cable remote, TV's remote, to choose the source button, press on it, and find the HDMI, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, that has the Fire Stick. Usually 1 will have your cable box attached. Usually if you have a DVD player, that'll be HDMI 2. The vacant one, number 3, usually is where you've plugged in the Fire Stick. So once you've used your TV's source button, the TV remote source button to choose the correct port, the one with the Amazon Fire Stick, away we go. Now, here's what you'll probably see. This is the standard opening of Fire Stick. This is what you'd see if you didn't have a different Fire Stick, if you took it out of the box and followed the tutorial. Except certain things wouldn't be there. And one of those would be the big K on turquoise. That's pushed forward now. That's Kodi. Another one that you wouldn't see is this. I pay for this by the year. It's IPVanish VPN. And I'll show you what I mean about protection. This should be on a phone too, by the way. There's a login. I go down to the green and hit login. And then, I don't know why it's saying what it said, but I'll figure that out in a little while. It would let you change. That's why. I see what the problem is. That was a startup. Sorry about that. I'm going to pause this.